on here. It's going to be game one here, our very first playoff match, and this is an elimination best of 3 between Homebois on the blue side up against Fnatic Onic on the red side.
Let's see, Land of Dawn. It's Udil actually popping the Purify early already, so maybe there was a clash in the mid, which forces Udil to use the Purify, even recalled. So Fnatic Onic slightly dubbed there. And again, Sans, man, so aggressive in the Land of Dawn.
Absolutely, but Sans now forcing to use his own Purify. He doesn't want to get CC'd this early on, and I think with the early first blood coming in for Fnatic Onic, this does set the tone for Fnatic to set up these potential dives. Look at this angle coming in from Keyboy just to threaten Nets and force Nets in a position where he has to trade against CW.
Yeah, that was a bluff though, right? He recalculated. Kyrie isn't level 4, so there was no need to commit on towards a dive just yet. It seems like Homebois here, they're playing it very slow. They know they have a Moskov, so you know what? Let's not pick unnecessary fights in the early, and let's just focus on giving space.
Oh, here we go. Good read coming in from Keyboy, and that should be, another kill, but Mal manages to flicker out of there before the second fracture collided.
Beautiful, beautiful setup there. I expected more setups like that from Fnatic Onic, but then again, Homebois pretty composed there to get out of the way, but that's info. Mal has no flicker for the first turtle.
Which is great, because now with the first turtle spawning, it allows Fnatic Onic to actually take the space early on, but we know how assassins play, right? And especially if you're a purple buff assassin, you need to make sure that you have that purple buff before you start getting really aggressive. But hold on, Ye3 might be in some trouble here, as Sans and Lutpi are going to be hitting level 4 on time to contest this upcoming turtle. Amal is going to have to try, gets the Spear Valve, pushes it back, and still gets the turtle at the same time as Yushin pops the ult to keep Lutpi away. The rest of the team is going to start peeling backwards as San has already made plenty of damage laid out throughout the Homebois.
I mean, could have gone worse for Homebois. They got the turtle, but man, good disengage, right? Fnatic Onic has not enough resources to close the gap there. But yeah, that's a win for Homebois here. Fnatic Onic, though, still with the slight economy lead, and Keyboy is already hovering top lane. But Homebois, they are going to sniff this one out, though. They too pump up top lane.
Yeah, luckily they weren't able to find the kills, but now Kyrie Revenge into the range on towards Mal's side. He gets on out of there with range to pull. Amal so deep in the sauce, can't get out of there. Even Keyboy not even being pushed out of position for Nets. It's just too dangerous as Fnatic Onic get a free pick.
Yeah, I mean, both junglers was taken out, so it's an equal trade in that sense, right? First 3 minutes, very low kill count here. Just 2 for Onic, 1 for Homebois, and yeah, again, battle of the mid lanes here. Sans and Udil, very classic, but it seems like Fnatic Onic, they want another pick. They want to fight early.
They do want to fight early, but I think Fnatic Onic are making some really good plays, right? Because again, they are setting the tempo here. If you're in Mal's position, where do you go? You need to help out the mid lane, but you still need to counter gank against Keyboy. You don't know where he is the majority of the time, and we do see that Sans actually using the IMMU to get out of position so that Mal doesn't have an angle for a kick.
Yeah, it seems like the early game, well, Mal here, his job is just to provide cover. Provide info, provide cover as well. Meanwhile, you can see bush controls actually mostly controlled by Keyboy. So that's another good space that Fnatic Onic is approaching, right? Take most controlled bushes and, yeah, create surprise attacks.
Let's see where the next surprise attack could be in the mid lane here. San still has one more dash. He doesn't mind this. Kyrie trying to catch up with Farm, but pick coming in from Mal. Good way of the Dragon onto Keyboy side. Even the SOD being called in. Keyboy manages to flicker on out of there as Kyrie wants to get some damage onto Nets, and it looks good. Nets so low. CW wants him, forcing Nets to quickly jump out of the way, even for you pop the Purify to make sure that it happens. Ye3 comes in with the penalty zone, doesn't connect on anybody. Now left out of position as Lutpi is doing an amazing job keeping 2 members away. Ye3 forced the flicker out once again as Kyrie, dangerous, has his ult online.
Hey, Turtle Volume 2, Fnatic Onic 1. So it's 1-1. But yeah, no casualties from that clash, right? It was technically almost a team fight-ish. Homebois, though, it seems like they do not want to do business. They saw that, you know what, we don't have space, so let's just back away. They've used their resources mostly on Keyboy, and he survived with the flicker. So yeah, let's not contest Turtle. I think that is the wisest thing to do.
And finally, the Clock of Destiny is being purchased by Udil. It has taken him 5 minutes to get to this point, and now even for Nets, first items are being completed all across the board. Amal is the only one who has any kind of economy to really threaten Fnatic Onic at this point in time, with the deficit being 1.7k.
Fnatic Onic still holding on. And yeah, both teams here, Keyboy charging. No commitment just yet though. So Fnatic Onic here, they're playing it rather carefully. They know in the back of their minds, mid-game, late game, they have a Moskov. So they really want to step into the pedal. But Homebois, they're not giving it. They do not want business here in the early game.
Yeah, I think they're just waiting for the mid-game, right? Just recover some of the damage that they received in the early. I mean, still, it's a relatively low kill count game. But once they, I'm expecting Homebois to really start ramping it up once they complete their second items. Which, I mean, BO3, he's already got his second ready to go. We'll see whether the Homebois want to get aggressive.
Well, Homebois and Fnatic Onic here just playing it rather slow here, poking around, looking for an angle. Kyrie.
Udil manages to get on out of there. Luckily, Zushin's ult does help her reposition. It's a very short dash, but it's worthwhile with 13 seconds left until the turtle spawns.
And it's already, suddenly it's a 2k gold lead, right, for Fnatic Onic. So it's comfortable, but it's still, of course, it's no problem here for Homebois. They realize, you know what, let's mid-game, you're right, let's just bump it up, and maybe this is where they will pull the trigger.
I think it's dangerous, right? Because Keyboy, he's charging up, he's ready to jump, gets right on top of AML, and even commits the ult as well. Penalty zone onto Kyrie's side as AML is getting absolutely destroyed with the help of CW as well and Sands. They're trying to zone out the rest of the team with the Diamond Force, making it difficult for Homeboys to re-engage. And without jungler, they can't steal this away. Keyboy doesn't land the jump, but BO3 gets pushed out of position. Without him as the front line, it means the rest of the Homeboys are forced to back away. Good play from Fnatic Onic.
Yeah, that's a 3-win, right? You got the turtle, you got 2 members as well. And so Fnatic Onic, they want the mid. Is this too greedy though? I think, yeah. For now, Homeboys will be able to defend that one. But what a play, right? I mean, previously it was 2k. Now, look at this. Structures starting to crumble. Fnatic Onic double their lead from, what, 2 minutes ago. So that's a very significant lead Fnatic Onic is trying to build.
Yeah, no, this is tough, right? As we mentioned in the draft before, like Fnatic Onic, their composition, especially when in terms of like optimal range, mid to close range is where they really shine. And ideally, since the majority of the Homeboys are going to be like, need to get relatively close, Fnatic Onic playing at that mid-range, playing around Sans as well as Ludpi's ult, it becomes so difficult to find that space.
So difficult, so difficult. Keyboy!
Does jump in, finds spots out too. Amal could punish him as Keyboy gets repositioned. Even the Spear of Alpha being committed, forcing Keyboy to flicker on out of their penalty zone. But Mal is the one who finds the kill. A little unfortunate there for the Homeboys, but at the very least, they get one back.
Yeah, and take a look at Kyrie though. He's in the bottom side of the map here, playing cross map, trying to give more space for Fnatic Onic. Homeboys though, top lane. Ludpi's in trouble.
He's in so much trouble. A 1v3, he needs to run back towards San's side. He's going to get repositioned. Oh, he doesn't get repositioned. Homeboys called to disengage as San jumps right in with a Zushin Dom and Flupti plays it perfectly. Flickers forward with the final side to get one, and San's able to secure the kill onto Udil's side. Chewe as insurance policies allowing Kyrie to take purple.
More wins here for Fnatic Onic. And yeah, take a look at the space. Tier 1 almost all taken down. Only the mid one standing here forward side of Homeboys. And Fnatic Onic, they're very comfortable now, right? CW has been farming up all right as well. Taking a look at the item. Yeah, 2 items here already, working up towards his third. And this might be it. This might be the answer. After that 3rd item from the side of Harith, maybe Fnatic Onic will be more aggressive around the map.
I think for sure they're going to be more aggressive. Man, I am not warmed up for this cast. I wasn't expecting Fnatic Onic to be pulling so many push and pulls, the feints, the overhands as well, catching Homeboys off guard. They've cut their supply lines, they've taken the outer tier turrets. It really all depends on whether they can break that mid-tier 1 open.
To have more space around the jungles of Homeboys. Seems like it's going to be their next agenda, right? Being that low Sans. It's just being Sans, but the engage.
Yep, and again, may have overextended himself. He was looking to be a bait for just for Kyrie to maybe find a trade back. Let's not forget that Sans even had a Purify, so he's more than happy to eat some CC. But Homeboys, they threw everything at him.
Yeah, they found the right window to really give it on towards Sans, and yeah, he might waste his spell there, but no problem, right? The mid structure finally falls, and let's see here, 2 minutes for the first Lord, and Fnatic Onic, they're really in a good situation to get that Lord.
Yeah, and I think at this point in time, Fnatic Onic, they're not using Kyrie as a spearhead anymore. The way of the dragon is too dangerous, right? Mal at any time could completely shut him down if he tries to find an assassination. And I think that Fnatic Onic are more than happy to throw Lutpi in the mix. Now that he has his flicker, we're expecting him to make a play at some point. Look at that angle. Look at that angle. Who wants to get a good final slash here? Doesn't commit it. Doesn't commit the flicker. Doesn't hit anybody, but they still got pretty much all the outer tier turrets, and even the T2 on bottom side, basically at 1% HP.
Yeah, and of course the jungles here for the side of Homeboys, basically all forward side of Fnatic Onic. So it's going to be tough them here for Homeboys to really farm, give it farm towards nets. And yeah, as predicted, all the tier 2s will fall as well. Minute mark here for the first Lord. Let's see.
Yeah.
Homeboys for the second Lord. I mean, Homeboys, what will they do?
With 55 seconds left on the clock, and honestly, with a 5k goal lead for Fnatic Onic, I feel like Homeboys might just have to turtle up here, right?
Yeah.
We were looking at the damage leaderboard earlier, and San's currently on top, literally 20,000 above the rest of his team. He has been aggressively trading against the Homeboys for the entirety of the game, so I think that at this point, Homeboys might have the idea that maybe he's going to try it again, right? Let's try it one more time. Let's see if he wants to bait. We know that usually there's a +1 near him.
Okay, 5k, almost 6, and oh, Lutpi looking for the engage.
Yep, gets the final slash into Kyrie's instant fracture. Assassination successful. Yen3 does get the penalty zone onto 2 so far, but no, with Lutpi here so close by. Lutpi does so much for that team, allowing the rest of his team to absolutely shred them down. A 5k, now 6k gold lead, 2 free picks falling into the hands of Fnatic Onic.
Man, I gotta say, CW, he was untouched there. He was practically the assassin, right? And again, with the items that he has built up, of course, you cannot underestimate Harith at this point. And you saw here, CW, again, just untouched. With the positioning, with the right skills as well. Homeboys, no window whatsoever to find the right angle to perhaps commit a wave of dragon onto the right targets. Of course, they have Purify, so a lot of layers here in the making.
Yeah, we're getting very close to a checkmate angle for the side of Fnatic Onic, unless Homeboys can make a miracle play against Fnatic just before this Lord spawns, or even at high ground defense. I don't think the Homeboys will be able to defend this, or at least protect one of their inhibitors, right?
Yeah, and it's so hard now, right? Because Keyboy has a mortality, so maybe Homeboys are looking to find a pickup on towards the enabler, one of the crowd control enabler for Fnatic Onic, but he has the immortal. So it's going to be very tough here for Homeboys.
Yeah, and Sans holding on to the Lucian. Look at that damage against Udil. If he gets this fear, he's already put at a very lethal amount of HP. He's got to be careful not to get sniped just yet. The final splash on towards Mal's side. He's able to escape for now because Fnatic Onic, they want structures more than they care about this Lord. Boy tries for the play. He still has the immortality. The Zaman Force has been popped as well. CW gets clipped by the penalty zone, but now that means the bottom flank is wide open. And there we go, Kyrie already with the assassination, doing multiple layers of damage, allowing Fnatic Onic to secure the rest of these inhibitors, and this should mean that they close out this game. Amal and Nets, the only ones still alive. Look at the high ground defense. Nets getting terrified as the Zaman Force gets popped again, and that's it. GG, well played. Fnatic Onic take game 1.
Wow, what a